Hi guys, welcome to your Moon in Gemini reading. So this moon reading is going to span from Friday, November 19th to Sunday, November 21st. We're looking at the waning gibbous moon in Gemini. Generally speaking, when you're in the waning gibbous phase of the moon cycle, it's a time when information is being shared. It's for example, using the analogy of planting seeds, which we did around the new moon. This is the time in the cycle where your plants have started to bloom, and you could start to share the crops with each other. So I think it's pretty interesting that it's also in the sign of Gemini, which is known for its communication. So let's see what Spirit has to say for this lovely time. Now, I also want to let you know that we're coming out of the lunar eclipse, and we have pretty much been in a season of release. So letting things go, basking in our psyche so that we can make proper choices about what to let in and what to release. So let's see how this card is so funny. The minute as I'm talking about release, the first thing that I put down here is the commitment card. The five, it's not only the commitment card, but the Hierophant right here, what I'm getting from it is almost like this Hierophant has his hand up. He's like, hold on. We have a last minute entry. It was almost like he was going to declare something dead. And at the last minute, there was a stay of execution, so to speak, right? So that's what I'm getting. Spirit is very interesting energies. Okay, so during this time period for the moon in Gemini, I'm getting that if this reading is for you, then you may well find that something that was set to, I guess, be demolished, to fall apart, to be let go, to be released, to be relinquished, to be taken away, whatever you'd like to say. It almost it gets stopped at the last minute. But what I'm getting is that this would really, really, really depend on your ability to transform this Five of Pentacles. This energy is very, very similar to a cycle that I remember happening back in October. So it looks like this is a time for, I guess, a repeat of this energy. So, ouch. So here we have something being saved at the last minute, or having an option to be saved at the last minute. But it's on its way out, or you're on your way out, or someone is on their way out. But if you use your options, Seven of Cups there, and you use it and you exercise your decision making from a place of self-love and high self-worth, from vulnerability, from those kinds of healthy energies, I think you can move into celebration. But you're going to really have to transform that low self-worth energy. Now, Spirit is saying that during this moon in Gemini, you don't necessarily need to be this big time, this big time expert at transforming, and you just need to shift enough to, I guess, shift your fortunes. Now, this card, the Lover's card, which is the Gemini card here in the tarot, actually fell out of the deck, so, and onto the floor. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it there. But this is like fruition. So the way it's showing up in this reading is that if you could really transform yourself, you're going to come into fruition with something. But what I love about this is that Spirit is like, you only need to shift a little bit. Again, I'm not seeing that you need to renounce yourself and renounce things and all of that. Whoa, look at this. Yeah, this is about flushing out some devil energy, Spirit is saying. So if you if you if you haven't, I guess for some of you this isn't going to be so heavy hitting, but for some of you it will be, because I do feel that Spirit is hand selecting something, some type of shadow energy or low vibe energy or energetic pattern or pathology or something that needs to be transformed in your field. And they are putting it out there for you to face it. And they're orchestrating the events in your life so that it could be fleshed out. No, Yes, not fleshed out, flushed out, so it could flush it out. You see how it's sandwiched right between this temperance card, which I call the good doctor card, and it looks almost like this, like if the angel plucked one of your shadow energies, and if they zoomed in on it, it would be this, right? So they're literally luring you in so that you can work on this thing. All right. So in a sense, during this moon in Gemini time, be mindful. I would say be mindful of what you're saying, be mindful of what you're doing, make sure that you're coming from a place of integrity, because I do feel that if you are not, it's quite possible that you could be sucked into a lesson here. Okay. There could be, you could get sucked into a lesson. So if you're out of integrity, Spirit is just going to be like, well, that shows me that maybe there's something you need to focus on. Bloop. And then the conditions will be right for you to have that learning. But if you can really stay in a place of self-love and deservability, you're going to be good. Okay. Now let's look at this. Yes, I'm looking at this Three of Swords. Again, it's giving me good vibes. Now, the Three of Swords is typically about, not typically, it's always about some type of heartbreak, right? But look at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Ten of Cups fulfillment. I just feel like this Three of Swords does not need to come to pass for you. And look at it. Here we have this, the Wheel of Fortune. Spirit is like, hey, during this time, what do you want? Do you want to do this full-blown lesson in a hard way, or would you like to just love yourself and take action steps in alignment with loving yourself, and just hop onto this Wheel of Fortune and have your Ten of Cups fulfillment, and then bada bing, bada boom, you're done, right? That's it. But you are going to have to transform this energy. So let's say, for example, you have an energy of defensiveness, right? And you're getting into trouble somewhere, like maybe you have been given feedback about yourself, or there's something you need to, admit or confess about your lack of integrity or something about yourself. If you're defensive about it and you're not actively listening to the feedback, and you're not, taking the time to actually make the changes, guess what? You're coming from this low self-worth. You're going to lose something, for example, right? But let's say that you do realize, okay, I get it, ouch, it hurts, but I really could benefit from what other people have to say about me. I'm going to take it in and lick my wounds and really make the changes that I need to make and move forward. That's you bypassing any stress, because you will have learned the lesson. You will have accepted it. You will have humbled yourself, and you will have avoided this Three of Swords moment, this pain. And then you get to slip right into your next stage, your Wheel of Fortune, on a wave of emotional fulfillment. Okay, so this is the kind of energy dynamic that I'm seeing happening, or that Spirit is choosing to talk about during this waning gibbous moon in Gemini. So again, my suggestion is, because we've got this moon in Gemini, right? And it's during a time, the waning gibbous phase, where information flow is just going. Loose lips. Okay, we love our Geminis, but we know that gossip can happen. So do watch your communication, watch the things that you're doing, you're saying, making sure that you are in your integrity at all times, lest you be sucked into some type of lesson. And if you are, again, just go ahead and admit it. Admit whatever the fault is, really from a deep place of and from a place with Spirit. Admit to it and take whatever steps are necessary to remedy your situation, and you're good. Okay? Yeah, reading done. There it is. Right? So your cup has been filled with the information that you need for this moon in Gemini, and hopefully you will have released some stuff during the moon in Taurus. Remember, it is the season for release, which makes your cup even emptier, which means it could be filled up even more. All right. So if you have any questions for me, or if you any questions, it's getting late. If you have any questions for me, call me. No, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, or if you'd like to have a live healing session with me via Zoom, please do feel free to reach out. All of my information is on Etsy. Okay. Until then, guys, mwah, much love and many blessings. And don't forget to check out the November monthly reading and keep up with the weekly readings as well, okay? Mwah. Bye.